welcome back to another EP sponsored TV reaction of Sherlock Season 3, Episode number 2.
Yeah, special shout out to executive producer Lisette for sponsoring these Sherlock reactions. Before we jump into that, we have a comment to feature from Episode 1 from executive producer Lisette, who said, "Love this reunion episode and your reaction, guys. John's reaction to Sherlock's appearance in that first scene was well executed, and I love the restaurant and cafe scene. I also love John's fiance. She's an excellent addition to this amazing cast, and she is his real life wife." Which I thought was super fun.
Damn. She is helpful.
Can't wait for the next one. It's going to be an amazing episode.
Okay.
All right, let's get to episode 3, 2 right now.
I have to go.
What?
You make the arrest.
No way.
Sorry, you'll be fine. I'm cool with this.
James will get all the credit if you leave now. You know he will.
We'll just text him.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I have to go.
On Baker Street. That's Sherlock. Probably not even gonna be fucking. Probably need help picking out a task.
Baker Street now.
Oh yeah, he's supposed to be really mad.
What's going on?
This is hard.
What?
Really hard. Hardest thing I've ever had to do.
After Swanton emo.
Really funny stories about John.
Best man's teacher.
What?
Yeah.
I need anecdotes. Didn't have any trouble, did you?
I mean, he should know by now. Sherlock would never text, help me, come now.
You got the helicopter, the airplane. Oh, goddamn squad. He about to get married.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, did they finally catch him?
I'm bringing you your morning tea. You're not usually awake.
You bring me tea in the morning.
Where do you think it came from?
I don't know. Just thought it all happened.
Your mother.
Just thought it all happened.
I know. Honest. Mycroft is a file.
It's the
Thought it
day.
came from.
What big day.
The wedding. John and Mary getting married.
Two people who currently live together are about to attend church, have a party, go on a short holiday, then carry on living together. What's big about that?
It changes people, marriage.
No, it doesn't.
Well, you wouldn't understand because you always live alone.
Your husband was executed for double murder. You're hardly an advert for companionship.
Marriage changes you as a person in ways that you can't imagine.
As does a little rejection.
My best friend, Margaret, she was my chief bridesmaid. We were going to be best friends forever. We always said that. But I hardly saw her after that.
Well, they're usually biscuits.
I've run out.
At the shops.
She cried the whole...
Are you a best friend dog with the red beard?
That just doesn't make any sense.
It does not.
Raise silence for the best man.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, and
Associates.
others.
What does that mean?
Also,
Froze up.
Greg,
Molly,
I just had a thought.
is that brain?
What if John...
Sherlock is so dense.
The biggest and most important day of my life.
No, it is.
It is. And I want to be out there with the two people that I love and care about most in the world.
yes.
For Mary Morstan
Yes.
and you.
I confess at first I didn't realise he was asking me when finally I
He told
understood.
me.
I expressed to him that I was both flattered and Surprised? I explained to him that I'd never expected this request, and I was a little daunted in the face of it.
Sherlock.
I nonetheless promised that I would...
Now, she can't get too lax, though. She gotta know how important this shit is to both of them. Later on. Gotta remember that.
We're here to see Private Stephen Baker. He's on duty right now, sir. We'll certainly let him know when he's free.
How long will that be?
Another hour.
I mean, do you literally gotta get all up in my fucking face to take this
Video
video
game
down?
classes.
Yes.
Because they don't supposed to
I
move
was
and
just a
shit.
temptation to scratch their behinds.
Afferent neurons in the peripheral nervous system. Damage.
Oh. So why didn't we see him anymore?
Who?
Your previous commander, Shelter.
Previous command.
I meant X,
Previous suggests that I currently have a command,
which you don't.
which I don't.
What's he doing? Human?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Has to be,
Yes, you human.
yes or no.
Okay, now my
Man.
ear.
Four.
Not as tall as people think.
Nice.
Not as tall as people think.
Fish.
Mr. Holmes, I honestly think I had dinner with a ghost. Mr. Holmes.
Hmm?
With a ghost, Mr. Holmes.
Boring, no. I've been in circle when one of them's dead. In fairness, murder is a lot quicker than...
Janine, what about this one? Acceptably hot?
More importantly, his girlfriend's wearing brand new uncomfortable underwear and hasn't bothered to pick this thread off the top of his jacket or point out the grease smudge on the back of his neck. Apparently he's going home alone. Also, he's a comics and sci-fi geek. They're always tremendously grateful, really put the hours in. Jeff, the gent. Blues now, please.
Craig.
Blues, please.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's your turn.
Yeah, I should let him mention it. Sherlock, any chance of an end date for this speech? Got to cut the
In
head.
terms of an end date,
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, can't stand it when I finally get the chance to speak for once back again cameos.
What did he say? What's that mean?
Battle stations. Someone's gonna die.
battle station.
Narrow it down. Narrow it down.
Who the fuck is there to kill who?
Down.
No! Not you! Not you! You. It's always you. John Watson, you keep me right.
His wife?
What have I did? They've already done it. Don't solve the murder. Save the life. Sorry. Off piece. Carry an equipment bag around with him if he likes.
The
You never
cameraman.
even see his face. You only ever see... whatever it takes. Dance. Both of you now go dance.
That's the season finale.
You'll wonder what we're talking about.
When we can't all three dance, there are limits.
Yes, there are.
Come on, husband, let's go.
This is the waltz, is it?
Don't worry, Mary, I have been shooting.
You did, you know? Baker Street behind closed curtains. Mrs. Hudson came here one time. Couldn't have open when we started. All went open.
This line is rubbish. Wow. Alright, that was episode 2 of Sherlock Holmes, and the excellence of execution is this show, man. I mean, the writers come through every single time. I don't know if it's the same writers all the time that's been on all the seasons, but man, they are excellent at wrapping these things up in a nice bow, which is, you could probably go ahead and say believable and just like, damn, you got me, and that makes a lot of sense, and I love it every single time. And this was no short givings of that. But overall, the main thing that was great about this episode was the human side of Sherlock that we seen at the wedding as the best man with his speech. hands down the best one he could ever do for anyone and anybody, and I'm glad he actually recognized it and did not just F it up and make it a joke or something like that. It was just beautifully done, perfect. I loved every minute of it, and this was another great episode, man. And I just like, I don't know where they go from here, because yes, now they're Watson is pregnant and married. So yeah, I don't know, but we'll see. But I love the wife. I hope she stays around. She is a good part of the team. She completes the circle, I think, of the whole thing, and I just love every minute of it. So another good one, man. I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think Mary is essentially is the reassurance in knowing that nothing is going to change, because she recognizes both of them. She sees them both, and she sees what each of them mean to each other, and she was even able to navigate ways beyond their even knowledge of like understanding the two of them and knowing how much they need one another. So I think if anything, this episode's proven more than for us, the audience, and for the reassurance of Sherlock too, like that she's going to ensure that nothing changes. She recognizes how important their relationship is, and she's not going to get in the way of that. She's going to help strengthen that. So I love Mary. I absolutely adore her. I think she's such a great addition. I loved every minute that she's on screen. I'm captivated by. So I think that was just a great choice of pick. I totally agree with you. Sherlock didn't try to make a good speech. Sherlock made a speech. It was authentic and real, and without meaning to, created this momentous, emotional moment to where he even thought he did something wrong. He didn't even set out to like do it any certain way. He was just being 100% authentically himself. He does care deeply for Watson and for Mary. So I just thought that was so well done as far as like how everything came together, because we all knew going into it that this might not turn out well. He doesn't believe in marriage, you know, he doesn't believe in these staples. So like,
he was gonna F it up.
I love the fact that he leaned into how much he respects and admires Watson, and the way that all came together just like melted my heart, and like just all the emotions. And I think that ultimately was the highlight of the entire episode for me, especially with everything that John had to overcome and how hurt and everything he was with thinking that Sherlock was dead. I just think this is just, we already had last episode where Sherlock, you know, comes back out of the woodworks because we thought John still thought he was dead. Then we had this episode of just like complete admiration and like full on their friendship. I loved all the adventures we got to see, which we hadn't seen before. I loved their, bachelor night was hilarious. See them both drunk was hilarious. I just thought this was like the epitome of their friendship was like shown in this episode, and I loved it so much. So all the feels, fantastic. Can't wait for the next one.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction, an EP sponsor reaction for Sherlock Holmes Season 3, Episode 2. And until next time, people.